Hey, happy Saturday evening. Hope you had a great Saturday. This is Joe Souza from Spanish Kept Simple. You can always contact me at 301 828 8748. You can do a text, you can do a call, you can do an email, jpsousajr63@gmail.com. The safest way to contact me is probably via text. A lot of times I'm teaching during the day, and I will definitely listen to your message or look at your message as soon as I have a break in between lessons. So, we're going to do another Spanish topic. This is not a how to do thing, but this is some good suggestions for my students or for future students. So, let's first start out with the Spanish phrase or phrases of the day. So, it's got three parts. Hoy es sábado. Today is Saturday. Mañana es domingo. Tomorrow is Sunday. And let's go with the past. Ayer fue viernes. Yesterday was Friday. One more time. Hoy es sábado. Mañana es domingo. Ayer fue viernes. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Let's move on to the topic of this segment. And the topic is, how can you remain proactive in between Joe's Spanish lessons? Okay, interesting question. The answer is there's several ways that you can become proactive. Normally, people take lessons like Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. It's a combination, 2 lessons per week normally, 45-minute lessons. And so if you have, like, for example, a lesson on Monday and you have another one on Thursday, you got plenty of time to be proactive. All right, so this is what we have right now. We have a lot of ways that you can fill in that time to become more proficient in the Spanish language. Let's start out by, do a good review of the lesson that you just received. For example, if it was on a Monday, and then you have several times to go over that. You could do your own audio. You could practice your pronunciation. You could test yourself. You could do a Kahoot quiz on your own. There's plenty of ways you can review like that. All right, how about some more ways? Some more ways that you can become proactive. How about visiting your local Hispanic grocery store, or just any type of store where several Hispanics frequent the store? Just start a conversation with someone, just some brief things. Hola, ¿cómo está? Mi nombre es Joe. ¿Qué tal? And they will really appreciate that. And plus, it will really help you. So what you can do on things that you've just learned, don't let it sit in your head for a long time. Go ahead and use it at a store, right? Or, the best place to do it is Hispanic grocery store, because you're going to find several Hispanics there doing their shopping. And they love it when someone else is learning their language. Okay, you could do that. Let's see, what's another thing you could do? You could actually watch a soap opera in Spanish. Now, soap operas are pretty easy to understand. The Spanish is clear. And you could watch something else, like, how about the news? Now, the news, a little bit more difficult and challenging, and depending on where the news is coming from, Mexico or Colombia or Spain, wherever you might be, and whatever you can come up on the TV with, go ahead, try that out. See how much you can understand in the Spanish news. All right. How about a movie? No subtitles. Just see if you can figure it out. There's a lot of Mexican movies, um, different types of movies. Different types of movies. Just make sure that it's in Spanish, and go ahead and at least watch partially the movie. If you can't watch the whole thing, that's fine, no problem. Watch as much as you can. Get out of it as much as you can. And that's another good way to stay proactive in between lessons. How about listening to some Spanish music? I recommend that at first you stay away from the fast merengue salsa music, and why don't you try to figure out what's called a bolero. That's like romantic type music where they sing slower and more romantic, and you may be able to pick up more in this way. Then you can graduate to your favorite salsa or merengue songs. Now, I had no idea about anything with Spanish music. As soon as I got out of language school, I was sent to Panama, and that's when I started getting addicted to merengue, salsa. You know, I really love the music, and to this day, I still do. And I can proudly say I can almost 100% understand everything that's going on in the song. Not everything, but almost. So these are some great ways that you can practice your Spanish in a proactive way. How about if you have a Hispanic neighbor? Now that would be pretty cool. Or someone that cleans your home who's Hispanic or Latino. This is a great way to try to strike up a conversation with your neighbor or your employee. And it's great. It's fun, it's challenging, and you really feel good when you're able to, make progress. I have students that come to me and said, oh, here's another way, by the way. Look at these bilingual signs in both languages, like if you go into a Lowe's, Home Depot, or places, where you're going to see the two signs up, just compare them and see, if you can match up the words and so forth. That's a great way, to do it. But when you're traveling, that's another way. When you're traveling, when you're on travel, of course, you want to be kind of like well-versed when you go, but some students just start with me and they say, hey, I've got a trip coming up in 3 weeks. Can you help me? Can you prepare me with something? And they're very proud to take what they learned with them and practice, be it the DR, Panama, Colombia, Guatemala, plenty of places to choose from. All right. What do you think of those ways? I mean, this is a great way to prep for your next lesson. Let's say you got Tuesday, Wednesday to work on it, or some of Thursday, or even some students do a Monday and a Friday. That gives you a lot of time to do some research and being proactive and taking the Spanish, take it an extra yard, and feel proud and happy about what you learned from me. All right. So that was the subject for today, or for this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. Use the Spanish as much as you can. Get creative. Think of your own ways to be proactive and practice. And then you come back, and a lot of times I'll say, hey, Joe, did you have a Spanish experience? And normally, if there's a bunch of days in between lessons, they always come up with something. Yeah, I met someone in the store at Home Depot, and I asked them if they knew where this thing was in Home Depot or something. And they always try to use what they know, and then they learn new words and so forth. All right, so you guys try that, and try a free lesson. A free lesson, if you're not signed up with me yet, give you a free lesson. If you sign up, you get a free book. These are quality books. You get a Lifeline service where you can contact me anytime when you're traveling. I'll help you out with your Spanish. I'll help you translate. I'll get on the line with the person you're trying to speak with. So I'm excited to offer this to you. Start your summer right. prepare yourself for a great trip with a little Spanish on your back. You can go a long way with it. All right. My contact info once again is Joe Sousa, 301-828-8748. And that could be a text, that could be a phone call, or you can email me at jpsousajr63@gmail.com. Let me leave you with this. There's no dumb question. We'll actually pause on my lesson and I'll say, hey, look, Joe, ask that question. There's no dumb question. There really isn't, because you may have that in your head and you don't want to let it go, but I've always wanted to ask that. Hey, anytime we can stop the lesson and pick up when you get your answer to the question that maybe you've been holding on to for a long time. All right, this is Spanish Kept Simple. We teach everyone. It's not for everyone, but anyone who has a strong desire to learn, we will teach them. And I will work with you until you really get good at it. So keep that in mind. It's beneficial to learn Spanish. It's a lot of fun. My lessons are laid back. My dark glasses, and that's my profile and my hat. So get used to it. This is what you're going to see. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of laughs. I've become friends with many of my students. So take care. You have a great rest of the weekend. And stay tuned for another mini Spanish lesson. That'll be coming up soon. Have a great evening as well. Take care. Until the next time. Hasta la próxima vez. Until the next time. Or nos vemos pronto. We'll see each other soon. Hasta luego, mis amigos. Bye for now. Take care, guys.